no position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome, everyone, to Memorial Stadium in Bloomington, Indiana, home of the Indiana Hoosiers. As we'll see, the number 12 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on the number 1 team in the land, the Indiana Hoosiers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Football with the run. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35.
Well, I think the defense is expecting here on third down that this running back's going to get it again. Got it on first, had a nice carry, got it on second. Now he set him up in third and short. You've got to be physical here and make sure this guy goes backwards.
The Tide with the 1st and 10. A little release to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
This offense is going to try and stretch the field vertically and horizontally. They did there throwing it to their running back, but the defense, they were in perfect position to make that play for no gain.
The play-action fake. Fires to the wideout. Finds space on the right. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42. High-flying pass catchers and the Crimson Tide. That combination wasn't right at the top of your mind, say, 30 years ago.
No, it used to be run, run, more run, and you've seen over the years they've opened it up, the playbook, and they've brought in dudes. They've had some guys that can fly. They've had receivers winning Heisman trophies, like so many game breakers on the outside that make big plays in this offense.
And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
So now it's 2nd and long. Running back searching for a hole. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Great job at containing by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
The Crimson Tide looking for a big play to convert on 3rd down. Looking to pass. It's Simpson. Here comes the heat. Going to try to get it himself. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
And sometimes these QBs, man, you just want them to hang in the pocket maybe just a little bit longer. It's third down. I got a little bit I got to get, and I think he pulls the football down, tries to make a play with his feet, but the defense does their job and forces the fourth down.
Grab near the sticks. It's Williams. And he'll go down, but he has enough for the first down. Move those chains without a hitch. Well, actually, with a hitch, but you get the point.
I like that. Nicely done. The defense probably should have understood the ball was coming out quick, something like a hitch, a slant, a screen, something fast. They didn't. QB gets it on the money. Receiver gets the extra yards. Easy pitch and catch for the first down.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all offseason long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
Give to the running back. Oh, he's got some space. Headed to the end zone. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Bama!
And they just keep feeding it to their workhorse back to open this game. Great job in the open field. He's got tremendous vision. He can make people miss. You saw all of that on display here in the opening drive.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They have it out to the 44 with the first down.
Well, what's the point in waiting? Why not get one of your best players involved in the game right off the bat? They take a shot, their big target outside, shows off his athletic ability, and right away this offense is humming.
They'll move the wide receiver. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Looking for a man. It's Mendoza. Got it in the middle. It's Becker. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
First job for the QB a lot of times. Look at those safeties. Is it man or is it zone? Nice job. You could tell right away. He saw it was zone, understood where to go with the football, and that's why this offense had a positive gain right away.
Just a short pass to the tight end. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Caught in the backfield. It's Hemby. They've got him now. He almost picked up that first down on the screen. The Hoosiers want to crank the tempo. Quarterback may change this route. In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. Fires to the big fella. Absolutely nowhere to go as his defense makes a 3rd down stop. They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
And I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding 3rd and short, understand they're going to throw the ball really quickly, try to make a play. The defense knew it, broke on the football, and made a nice tackle to force a 4th down.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Well, I think the experience on offense was a big reason why the head coach felt confident going for it there on 4th down. He says a lot of guys that have played a lot of snaps. They've been in these big game moments before. Ice in their veins, and you saw it there on that completion to keep the sticks moving.
And he's knocked down immediately, but they're in the red zone at the 14. So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break. One period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Might be calling a hot route. Dropping back, it's Mendoza. And it's picked off at the goal line. That's one way to make a stop. He's brought down, a short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick.
Well, the defense does an awesome job here with their backs against the wall in their own red zone, coming away with an INT early. That could be a big game-changing type play in this game.
Here comes that Alabama offense. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. He'll do it himself. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4. Tried to pound it on first down, now back to the line.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
The Crimson Tide need just a few inches here on 3rd down. Tries to slither forward on the sneak. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
And, David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully. Motion
from the wide receiver. Looking downfield on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Bernard. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down.
And a nice job finding my wide receiver. And then how about the wide receiver turning into a running back, getting upfield, getting some positive yards, and getting the first down.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Alabama will get the first down. A lot of urgency for this offense.
Really good-looking run. You know, you think about the legacy Alabama has at the running back position.
There he goes. Picks up the first down, still moving. He rumbles out to the 39-yard line before he's steered out of bounds.
Well, right away after picking up a first down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back. And I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully on first down. You're starting like that. Now what opens up? Play action. Now you're making me play pass and run. This offense, if they can create that run physicality, now it opens up everything else. And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
To the air, it's Simpson. Makes the grab. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
Alabama comes to the line on 3rd and short. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. Oh, the spin move. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down.
And how about the running back, man? Rips off a big play. This offense creates some momentum, and what do? They keep their foot on the gas, right back on the football to try to keep this offense rolling.
Alabama pushing the tempo. A first down run on the doorstep. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
This is a hard defense to run to the outside against because of their speed. You saw in that last play their ability to go sideline to sideline, win at the point of attack as they shut down that sweep play.
Yeah, and it's also hard when you get in the red because what do on defense? We bring in all the big bodies, so there's not a lot of space in there to run. I like getting the ball in the perimeter. You toss it out there, you run it back. He gets out there faster. Got a positive game. Still a couple plays here left, too.
Well, short completion setting up third down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
They relentlessly move forward. Now it's getting down to cases. 3rd and goal. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. You can't afford to squander these opportunities once you get into the red zone. Twice they've been denied. Here's 3rd and goal. Looking downfield, it's Simpson. Fires to the end zone. Oh, and it's picked off. Threw it right into the teeth of double coverage. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Got the first down and more. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
I'll tell you, the defense is going to have to do a much better job containing these outside run plays. They better be able to funnel the football back to the middle of the field because this guy with his speed can kill you like he did on that outside run play there to the left.
Caught in the backfield, it's Black. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
Might be changing the route. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the big fella. And they bring him down quickly, but a good gain there. Got to get to the line quickly for this 3rd down play. They'll try to get it through the air. The sure hands, it's Hemby. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. To the air on 1st down. Grabbed in the middle, it's Hemby. Breaks into the open. And he slipped through the crowd, and Hill has it. Touchdown, Indiana!
And I love it. Trust your passing game. Trust your quarterback because you know he can execute. You have confidence in him, and that is the way you finish a 1st half, and now you got a chance to tie this football game up.
And they did tack on the extra point. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Looking downfield, it's Simpson. He's got it. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one. Alabama quickly back to the line. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's Williams. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam.
And there's so much skill to these returns. As soon as you get the football, man, watch the defensive guys turn into blockers and understanding how to follow your blockers. And they did everything right except for getting the end zone. Got it inside the 5-yard line. Now set up the offense from great field position.
He's looking to throw. Got it in the middle. It's Cooper. Touchdown, Hoosier! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now? Going into the half with the lead, with the momentum.
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
Pretty good job on that return. He goes out of bounds at the 32-yard line. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? These corners going to give them some space. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Miller. He'll go out of bounds right at the 40-yard line as this offense continues to show great patience.
He didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
Dropping back, it's Simpson. Pocket breaking down. They get to him as he throws. And that'll bring us to the end of the first half as we head to the studio for halftime. Just about set to get this second half underway. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback, then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down.
When the football is thrown accurately, where I can catch it and be a runner after the catch, it makes all the difference in the world. I can keep that speed up. Now I can break tackles like you see here and go make big plays for my offense.
Give to the back. Turning it on. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
Might as well give it to him again.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Back to throw, it's Mendoza. Caught over the middle, it's Hemby. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down. Quarterback making checks. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Let's it fly. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Oh, the quarterback. He had his hands in the air after throwing that one. He thought that was a 6er, but his guy dropped it.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. on the ground. It's Hemby. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And I like the defense being aggressive. They heated up that RPO. He didn't even give him time to read it. I'm getting in the backfield right now, making a play, being aggressive, bringing the fight to the offense.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He's forced out of bounds inside the 5 at the 4, and they save the touchdown, at least for now.
And that's the problem, man. You want to heat this guy up. You want to bring some pressure, but you see the other side of that coin. You bring pressure, he sees it, he can run, get the first down. This defense, it's kind of a pick your poison. Too soft, too laid back, he runs and takes off. Too much pressure, he can run it and run away from guys and take off. So, nice 3rd down conversion by the quarterback.
They'll try to dial up a better one this time on 2nd and goal from the 5. Motion from the wideout. Back to throw, it's Mendoza. Touchdown, Indiana! The offense cashing it in on that drive. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live for the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Miller with the ball. Got the first down, looking for more. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
Alabama pushing the tempo. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Under fire. Bought a little time, lets it go. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
And you thought maybe in the second half this offense could just find a rhythm, find something to take advantage of this defense, but the defense has really had their number, not putting up a lot of points, and again, an empty possession right there.
Facing this double-digit deficit here in the second half, almost a no-brainer to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Unloads to the wideout. Makes a grab past the marker. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down. Alabama rolling quickly downfield, set up with another first down. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Wants to throw it. Looking left. Got him downfield. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Alabama!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. He wants to change this route. We'll send the tight end in motion. On the run, it's Hemby. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
Well, we're not quite in the fourth quarter yet. We're almost there, but you're seeing the attitude shift now for this offense. They've got the lead, so they've got to be able to run the football. You're going to see a lot more of that, I think, as this game keeps going on. They're trying to wear this defense down when the game is almost over.
You don't really want to lose track of anybody, but I would say, David, especially not him.
Yeah, when you know he's really good, that's a good decision. Hey, sometimes you double him. Well, and sometimes you run the old zero coverage, like nobody covers him at all, and that's what they did right there. That's not good sound.
Intercepted, just what the defense's doctor ordered. A big turnover here for the defense to end the quarter. Clock strikes 0 here in the quarter, and Indiana is on top. And sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the third. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Leaves it with the back. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. Alabama quickly back to the line.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. Looking to push the pace with the no huddle.
2nd and short is a great situation to be in. And look at him. He drops back to pass the football. He doesn't have to throw the football. He wants to be aggressive, but he can just take off and scramble. Doesn't have to take a chance. Great being ahead of the sticks.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The offense lining up for a first down play. Quarterback on the keeper. Oh, he's got some space. He's down to the 37-yard line, and that's where he goes out of bounds.
This is one of the things that's hard about stopping the option. That wasn't a big game, but you look up, and they're in 2nd and short, 2nd and medium. They put you behind the sticks consistently as a defense. This defense has to be aggressive, make sure they get to this quarterback, and make him make quick decisions.
He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
And I don't like the play call, guys. Screen pass at this point of the game against the defense playing big zones, prevent, trying to keep the ball in front. It's just not going to work. You got to take shots offensively.
Alabama with a lot of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. Wants to throw. It's Simpson. Finds the tight end. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line. Most important part of a clutch drive. Piece together some first down. Get in position. And here they are on 1st and 10. He stopped after a 1-yard pickup at the 25.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Second down, he'll throw it. Release to the back. Makes the catch. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
He'll try to get it in with the run. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given him some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
And you see this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
A huge chance for points here on 3rd and goal, and if they can get it in, we might have ourselves a finish. From the gun, wants to pass. There's the pressure. They won't let him in. He had a nose for that end zone, but he will be stopped short.
And he does everything he can. Tries to scramble, tries to make something happen. Nice job by the defense getting him to the ground. Down by more than a field goal. Interesting decision here on 4th and goal.
And this could prove to be the biggest play of the game. They'll go for it on 4th and goal. And that ball is intercepted at the goal line. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. That last drive ended with an interception, and this time it's paramount they take care of the ball. Pulls it in. It's Black.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with the lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Big 3rd down for this defense. Listen, you've got to get the ball back. You know what they're doing. They're trying to run the football, but we need the clock to be on our side so our offense has some time. Got to make a stand right here on 3rd down.
We'll head to the 2-minute timeout. Tight ball game here, and this offense will try to milk the clock. Big 3rd down play here. If they get a stop, you'll see an immediate timeout. To throw, it's Mendoza. Under fire. He just kept going backwards. You have to step up, and they get him for a safety.
Well, the defense could smell blood in the water in that situation, and a great job pursuing, getting to the football, showing you all of that athleticism they have, and they come away with the safety.
The return brings it out to the 34, and the Alabama offense will take over. 1st and 10.
Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. Looking to throw on 1st down. Grab behind the line. It's Miller. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. To the air on 2nd down. Bring in the heat. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. On target to the left. And he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44. Wants to throw on 1st down. Unloads it left. He's got it.
This quarterback looks in complete control, not flustered, into the game situation, connecting on his passes. Nice job knowing his answers. Got to keep this rolling here to try to make this thing interesting.
And you want to know what impact home field advantage can have? There it is. The offense will walk it back. This quarterback has to stay calm, cool, and collected and drive his team down for a score late in the 4th. Looking to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Williams. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Looking to throw, it's Simpson. Using his legs to buy some time. They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy because that's a QB that's dynamic and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want it to be physical.
Looking to throw on third. Fires to the wideout. Grabbed over the middle. It's Williams. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. From the red zone, looking for a space. There he goes. He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 13. Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Looking to fire. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. They move on top here in the fourth.
Man, what a great job by this offense executing down the field, using all of the clock, being smart, getting the big score late, and I think that one should do it.
They're going to go for two here and try to extend that lead to a field goal. Back to pass, it's Simpson. Using the quick game. Into the end zone, the two-point conversion is good, and now they're up by a field goal. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside the 15, here's the return. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Looking to throw on first down. The ball hits the ground, and this thing is over. An absolutely heartbreaking loss. What a battle this game was. Went right down to the end. #1 team in the land gets knocked off. But sometimes this gives you a chance to recalibrate some things, guys.
Yeah, and they're going to have to go back and watch this film and face some tough truths as well, because we know they've got a ton of talent, and this is a team that when they're playing their A game, they look like the best team in the country, David. Consistency, though, is going to be a big thing for them moving ahead.
Yeah, so you got to use this. You got to look at what you did wrong. You got to say, okay, maybe we're not as good as we thought we were. Just because we were #1, that doesn't mean anything until the end of the season, and you're the last guy standing, and you have the trophy. So take this loss, work on some of those things you think you need to work on so it doesn't happen again.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.